So it is going on 9:30 at night on October 1st, and I am about halfway through The Killing Moon. I'm almost halfway through, I'm pretty sure, if not at that point already. This is really good. I don't know what it was that people really didn't like about this series. I wonder if it's more so that people didn't like it compared to the Broken Earth trilogy or the 100,000 Kingdoms, but I'm enjoying this a lot. This is very much inspired by ancient Egyptian mythology, and I find that the little note that MK has at the very beginning of this is quite hilarious, because she's basically like, y'all, there are some things about this that, like, I tried to take from ancient Egyptian, like, mythology, but I don't know half the shit that's involved in this, so this was my best guess. I don't give a crap, like, if y'all don't think that it's, you know, 100% accurate, it's fiction, get over it, kind of thing. Like, I just really appreciated that. I thought that was really, really funny. But this is basically following an entire city named Guharej, which basically has this law of peace, where peace is the only thing that is allowed in this world. Like, nothing else. No negativity, no nothing. And so there are these people that are basically assassins who go off and they kill people who threaten the livelihood of this peace world. And one of those people, named Ehuru, he basically gets, like, in a lot of trouble, where I think they're trying to use him as a scapegoat, because there's some conspiracies going on around, and now basically Ehuru is trying to kill off this woman that is threatening, like I said, the livelihood of this peace, and now he's being sent to protect her instead of kill her, which is a very, very odd situation to be in, for sure. And I don't know. I don't know what people don't like about this, but I'm really enjoying the crap out of it. I, so far, have been absolutely loving it, and so I'm very confused. Very confused. But I'm actually really excited to see how the end of this goes. I think I'll be able to finish the second half of this tomorrow, because I was able to listen to a lot of the audiobook while I've been working and stuff and doing, like, my content stuff today. So, yeah. But I guess we'll see. So I'll check back in when I've read more of this and have any thoughts to share. But so far, I'm really, really liking it. I don't see what the biggest deal was for a lot of people. I really don't. I think it's probably more of the fact that people didn't think it was as good as, like, Broken Earth after some time, even though I'm pretty sure this came out before the Broken Earth did. I'm fairly certain. I don't know. This came out in May 2012, so it's possible, because Broken Earth didn't come out, I think, until 2016, so I don't know what it is, but some people definitely did not like this series, and seems to be for a vehement reason. So I'm curious to know what that was, because I don't see any problems with it. I really don't. Okay, don't mind my hair. It's wash day. I totally did not mean to, like, ghost you guys completely, but I finished The Killing Moon. So really, really liked this a lot. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, though, because I definitely felt like I didn't quite understand all of the political things in here, but I really did like it. And also the dogs are going to come in and out of here, so I apologize if you see tails, heads of dogs, anything like that. For instance, hello, Oscar. You'd be good. But the boys like to play up here sometimes. So if you hear horsing around of any kind, it's my 2 horses of dogs. Anyways, so The Killing Moon, I really liked it. I definitely feel like that this is a lot stronger than a lot of people made me believe it was going to be. I do think that a lot of the backlash that has been about this book, and maybe this series in general, is that not so much that it's a bad series, but I think that for a lot of people, when they compare it to something like, you know, the Broken Earth trilogy or the 100,000 Kingdoms series, you know, it's just to them not as good. But I would kind of beg to differ on that, because I think it's just as good, if not better than, say, like the 100,000 Kingdoms series. I definitely think Broken Earth is still my favorite series of all time when it comes to N.K. Jemisin, and I would say that this does not replace that, but this may be better to me than the 100,000 Kingdoms. Just gonna say. So that's basically it. The writing of this, I felt like, was really similar to everything else she's written. This, I think, was probably one of the first series she came out with, if I'm not mistaken, because the book says it was published back in like 2012, 2013. So I really love the fact that her writing style has not really changed in terms of like the really fantastical things. I'm curious to see though with The City We Became, when it's rooted in more realism of sorts, that if the writing style does change in that regard. But it's also based in ancient Egypt, so obviously I'm gonna love it because I love anything and everything to do with ancient Egypt. So, plus I really like this idea of this whole like utopia thing going on, where it's like peace is the only law. It's a literal utopia, and those that are judged corrupt by some stupid system, which, you know, is kind of hearsay based in a lot of ways. I really like the idea of seeing how that all falls apart very, very easily and very quickly. And how even from the inside, like, it can fall apart so easily. And how then on the outside, you really start to see the cracks, and the ones especially below the surface as those cracks get bigger and bigger and bigger. So I really enjoyed this. I think that I'm curious to see what book 2 is going to be, because I do believe it follows a different character than in this one. Like, this one mostly follows Ihiru and a few other people. But I'm curious to see what the second book is who that's gonna follow, because from what I understand, it is a slightly different story dealing with a more feminine character from what I read. So yeah, I definitely think this would be a series I would like to reread. The dreaming stuff in this series too, I feel like I got a little lost on, but I would like to reread this eventually to maybe understand that a little bit better, because I feel like with that, I just kind of did not really fully understand all of it. But I do think it would just take me rereading it to figure out what that all is and what I missed, all that stuff. So I'm not going to count it too much against it, because I probably just forgot something and I can't figure it out for the life of me, but it is what it is. So that's going to be it for The Killing Moon in terms of this reading vlog. I'm going to go film a quick little review on TikTok for this as well, to post later this week. And the live show for this should be coming out soon. It's going to be Saturday, October 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With that, Shadowed Sun is going to be our book for October. This is basically the second book in this duology, which now we are getting into the very like least favorited books of NK, and so in November we're going to be starting up with The City We Became duology. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already and you'd like to be and would like to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that button down below and subscribe to become an owlet in our flock, and I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye guys!